I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to fix this. I have no idea what's going on. I've never had this problem with the game. I'm resetting my Xbox. Let's see if I can. Did that help me out? There you go. Now it's getting to a correct symbol. Okay, it is. The proper game is getting the correct symbol. See, nothing in a circle. This one is like giving a circle and a triangle. That means, you know, this is not in there. Okay, that's fine. All right. Let's get back to play this game. I was like, I know there's no way there should be something wrong with it, but hey, if you're still there, let me know. Chronomax, please let me know if you're still here. Alright. The game's working now. You can hear the game, especially when like music and all that playing. We're in Facade, and we gotta save the prince, a princess, but the prince. All right, let's go.
Let's move.
Let's move. Let me show you the way. You need my guidance to get through the sandstorm. Oh gosh, you're so slow. Alrighty then.
Are we leaving the girl behind?
Hit you run faster. This is the most shittiest, tedious part ever.
It would seem we are impeding.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, hello there, Anthony. What's up? Nice to see you here. I'm glad people are in the chat talking, man. You know, it's lonely here, man. I'm a streamer. I can chat all I want, but dang. Come on. Come on, girl. What's up? Looking for myself. Alright. Just try playing some NieR. Okay. Getting back into NieR. I'll guide you through the desert. Please stay close to me. Okay. Gotta find a prince. He's missing now. I heard neighbor. It's an old PS3, Xbox 360 game that that got a sequel, NieR Automata. I think there's like a mobile game. There's a bunch of stuff also related to NieR, and then they remade the first game, and they made it exactly like the PS3 game. So here in the West, we got a different version with an older male character, a father-daughter story instead of a brother-sister story. But the official canon is the brother and sister. It's a really good game. Beware the Wolves. Okay.
This sand is too much. I can barely open my eyes.
The moment I open my mouth, the sand rushes inside.
It's a great JRPG.
It would seem we are in. Perhaps there is some manner of filter inside that mask of hers.
But it's also a very sad and very harrowing
Keep a
game.
keen eye on your surroundings.
It's very sad. There you go. Come on. Got him. Do we? Tiny. Going so far away I can't see the wolves anymore. Get away from the girl.
Vera sure is brave, isn't she?
For such a minuscule body, she seems to possess almost boundless stores of energy.
I know you've been playing a lot on SOCOM. Saw you play a little bit. I remember playing SOCOM 2 a lot on the PS2. I remember playing through the single player game so many times, getting all the weapons. I played the online a little bit, but I was not very good at all. I was not patient, so I ended up dead a lot.
Wolves!
Look out!
Alright. Come on, get inside the sphere, wolves. God, that's so cool. Fighting wolves tutorial. Wow, you're a little late. I already killed quite a few wolves. There you go.
This girl must possess extreme patriotism. Look how she gives all for the sake of her prince.
Yep. This girl is booking it. If she's not even afraid, oh well, yeah, of course she's afraid of wolves. We're here to protect her. More wolves? Come on.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, one more thing. That. A temple map. Nice. Alright. Kinda doing a Naruto run with our ass cheeks out. Come on, y'all. We can do this. I remember this place having a lot of tests and trials. The OST in this game still slaps, dog. And right now I'm at home right now. Hopefully I'll get screwed over by the ice storm that's hitting the US. Following prohibitions in this room. No leaping
What
rabbits.
was that supposed to mean?
Huh. You're not allowed to jump. That's... Oh no, what? I jumped.
Sorry, what now?
Guess we have to play by the rules.
I don't remember pressing that button, but damn. You do get hit quite a bit. That's the part that annoys me the most. It does hurt a lot. Oh, just getting hit in general resets me back. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so don't get hit in general. Okay. There you go. There you go. Unlocked it. Oh, Master of the Trial, it's time to put yourself to the next rule.
What a bother.
I wonder what this prince is like.
The man is tasked to protect his people, and yet he's made them toil to save him. I think that tells us everything we need to know.
What is that? What does that exactly tell
That he
you?
is an incompetent fool.
What did you say?
Did I just hear someone?
Hmm.
Where did you come from, boy?
ウグだとあ、サントと大神カイラムであるご
Wait, seriously? But you're just a kid.
スツキタトスケチレイジあ
What?
来るな
Just gets abducted like that. Alright, the next one. No leaping rabbit, no stationary owl.
Well, that was unusual.
Come on, we have to help him.
Or we could simply pretend we didn't see him instead.
There you go. It'll keep on moving. Oh, Master of Trials. Time to play yourself to the next rule. Alright. That wasn't too bad. I think I figured that one pretty easily. Unlike most people. Oh god, I remember this. No! And I lose a good chunk.
I'm covered in sand.
No!
Care, or all your health is lost.
Man, I hate being covered in sand.
Yes, do try harder not to fall in, would you?
Damn it to hell, man. That was bullshit, I say. Which one is it now? No racing wolf, no invasive mouse, no magic spewing bats. So I can't run, can't use evasion, and no.
God damn it! This shit's starting to piss me off!
Kaine!
What in the... Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Let me go. Let me... I'm gonna kill you when I get out of here!
I assume we'll have to find her as well.
Yep.
Oh shit. No. This is the hardest one, I feel. Because I barely touched the stick and like, I start running. Oh, fuck. God damn it, dog. I'm really having trouble with this. The only reason I had trouble with this is because I didn't know about how to farm for healing items. I knew that would have been fine. What? Blocking. Well, blocking might be bad. Let me see. God dang it. This is annoying as hell. There you go. I was like, you couldn't do that in the original NieR game, that air combo, but yeah. This game you could, so took advantage of that. We lost Kanye. Which rules are these? So I got rid of the magic one. No protective shield, no magic green bat. So I can't block and I can't use magic, but I can attack. And if I get hit, you know. Boot up by half a bit. I think that should be okay. Because they said no defensive turtle and then no magic spewing bats. So as long as I don't block and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna hide behind here. No. Maybe I messed up. Damn. You know, I was just too slow and cautious. There you go. Whew. Got it. That wasn't too bad at all. I used up 3. I wanted. Let's see. No evasive mouse, no magic spoon bat. Oh no. That's all I had to do was stand on it. Ugh. Play. A blade wielding tiger.
This madcap barrage of rules shows no signs of slowing.
Easy, Vice. We need quiet or we're gonna mess this up again.
These masked folks certainly enjoy their bizarre customs.
I wonder what drove them to make such complicated rules.
Yeah. Alright, play and all that shit. More sand. Ooh, man. Got that one perfect. Alright, come on, let's go. I'll move the basic mouse. Ultimate basic tutorial. Why do I need that? That's jumping's fine. Gotcha. Weapon +2. Complex machine.
This doesn't look suspicious at all.
Alright, sealed in.
I suppose that was to be expected.
Hey, look!
Boy. Prince of Facade.
That mewling child is inside. Without any rules to bind us, we are free to unleash the entirety of our powers.
It's about time.
Purple ones, I don't think we can do back so
What is
easily.
this thing?
Good. Didn't see that purple thing until it's too late.
I detect magic within the glowing cubes.
Alright. Work. Alright. Stop moving. Damn dog. Hoo boy, hoo boy, hoo boy, hoo boy, hoo boy. Can't let these things hit me anymore. Oh, oh. Oh, it's changes. I hit it a few times and then switches to something else.
How mindless.
Mindless, huh? Isn't that some type of intelligence?
The guardian of this temple is a curious sight indeed.
Says the talking book.
Ooh!
This is a powerful foe.
There you are, you bastard!
Kaine!
I'm gonna kill the shit out of you! Now hold still and die already! Ah!
I didn't do anything, Kaine.
How did you find us?
Beats me. I just kicked a bunch of ass and wound up here.
And without even bothering to get dressed.
Fuck off, book.
God.
Kaine, the glowing cubes take priority.
Screw your priorities! I'm gonna kill this thing my way!
Come on. Double fist slam. Oh. Shit. You missed, Kaine. Good job, you dumb bitch. There you go. All that's left now is just these random cubes, which you need to shoot with Dark Lance.
This should prove interesting.
Laser beams! There you go. Woo, boy. There you go. The last couple of cubes are super easy. When you need Dark Lance. Just need Dark Lance. The best way to kill it is multiple Dark Lances. Alright, boss is done. David Little Prince. That has to be a Zelda reference right there. Prince. Ali. Ah, the Royal Winds?
カイザム・デサラというと、シアトとウサトチ・ウレシグ、ツグ、コスキ、サオサラエオ、シエテキッタ、ペルア、カイザンアサキ、
Alright.
カエ、サラトアヤーリ、アトルル、タタ、
カイラム、
オシテキルタチエクグ、ギリス・ア・ガイ。
Rules don't exist to bind you. They exist so you know where, so you know your freedoms.
ルカ、
Was
ヤーリ、
Papa
カイザム・アッ
King,
チ、
my father.
それでカイザムチ、タレル。
Alright, it's time for him to
シロ
ascend.
ンデク、カイラム、カイザムより。
Oh, they're speaking like Japanese.
ウラ、フォトサラタインタ、ゾスローであった。ベルアとカイザムセテ、テチサワク。ゴレ、トルヨーリ、
Oh, no, that's all right. We were just happy to help.
エンリ探査クルタ、統合。
I believe the Regent has just given us an order.
I guess so. In that case, how about you make Rule 0 and have it say that if people don't like a rule, they can vote to change it?
A splendid idea.
ヨーリサロー、
エルパチスチタ。
ペルアとルトス、オンジワクレタイ。ペルアとタトだ。アンダ、サンキトシチ、テとヨーリュウ、エオカイザム、 サラトは教えてきった。コスキ、ウカ、エテスレタだ。
Anyone has sword. Rebirth.
Thanks. But I think most of your praise belongs to someone else.
ゲワタタ。
That's right. That's right. This is a weapon that, yeah, of any of your life. Ah, don't sweat. There's nothing to worry about. It'll be a pain like we never felt before. In fact, you won't even feel the pain at first. It won't like water sliding across your skin. Honestly, for most folks, any pain that makes them scream, it's like their own blood. Bloodhouse. I got this one.
Do you know how to cure the Black Scrawl?
そうすんよ。
Oh, that powder's due to claim my father's life? Nope.
So, even a king couldn't recover from it.
ああ。で、図式たとだ。
It seems there is no way around it. We'll have to collect the sealed verses after all.
Yeah, it's the only lead we have.
ウィンカレキッソと
We came across an old song that says if we find them all, we can cure the Black Scrawl.
And yes, we are well aware that refrains penned by minstrels half in their cups are hardly a reliable source of information.
Hey, I'll believe anything if there's even a sliver of hope it could help me save Yona. And I'll collect verses, orbs, crystals, magic goat meat, whatever.
ヤーリスチ、タステックタイタ。あ、あと
One moment, please.
た、あこち、してすれ大佐。そんど、とだちときて。
Of course.
Just try not to get yourself kidnapped again.
たく、とうち。
Fuck wall.
I'm worried about Yona. Let's go back.
アルテルは地来たぞ。アルテルは地来たぞい。裏のざアルテル
Anything at the Strange Things store? Let me check that out. Oh.
Arutelu.
アルテル
We'll play and we'll...
グラムタアルテル
アルテル
Going back through the entrance, man.
I suppose rules are rules, even if they are absurd.
I don't think they're absurd.
Oh,
Those rules are important to the masked people.
you don't say.
I do. And I think it's important we respect that.
Well, well. The boy is beginning to sound like a man.
Boy, I'm not a kid, you know.
Hey, less talking, more walking.
I still remember the Phoenix Spear being like the best weapon in the game. I don't know if that's changed or not with like all the weapons in DLC and everything. But you only get that on the next playthrough. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, let's drop.
Yona,
Oh, hey,
how are you feeling?
better now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Good.
By the way, are you gonna stay here today?
You bet.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'll stay.
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
I hear a voice and see a boy standing before me. Hair is silver, skin is pale, stares up his hand, stares up at me, hard glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no words come out. What is he saying? Can't hear him, can't hear him, can't hear him, I can't. I try to leave, something about the boy's hole. The boy holds my gaze, watch his face, emotionless as his lips slowly flutter. What are you trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. And you get that, but it starts with S. That's with an E. I can almost make it now. The letters begin to fall together one after another, faster and faster. Sealed verse. The sealed verse. The thing I was looking for. The key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with new ferocity, trying desperately to make out the next word. Green. Green, what does that mean? His lips move again, faster. I can't follow him. Damn it, I can't make it out. I want to scream, I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead I force myself to be calm. Yeah, I could do this. If you slowly, more slowly, I face the letters to make up his final words. Force of myth. Next morning.
Just a dream. Even in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No.
No, I had a strange dream.
What was it about?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
'Cause I had a dream too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Me and this boy were playing a game together.
What kind of game?
It was called Guess the Words. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
Mm-hmm.
How did it work?
The boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out. Then I had to guess what he was trying to say. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and forest of myth. But don't worry, I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything. We should play a game together sometime too.
Sure, Yona.
Say, next time you go out, could you pick something up for me?
Sure, Yona. What do you need?
A melon.
A melon? You got it.
Don't forget the...
Melon.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on, I need to go ask Popola something.
Alright. I'll go to facade and I'm gonna grab that. I wish there was a fast travel in this game. It's gonna unlock place fast travel around, but I'll get the fang, but not the hide. Alright, hurry up, guys.
What was that?
It is
Oh.
known as a scorpion. Phylum Arthropoda, subphylum Chelicerata, order Scorpionida. They are closely related in form and structure to other arachnids.
I am so not following you right now.
It's an enemy. Kill it.
Now that I understand.
Alright, I got poison. What's the time, son? I had one antidote weed, man. Oh, dude. Oh yeah, I need some medical herbs. Yeah, we stock up on that shit, dude. Egg.
I got your melon, Yona.
Thanks.
If there's anything else you want,
Well, since you offered, would you?
a watermelon this. Did somebody order?
Yay!
Yeah, I got that one.
Actually,
All right then.
Alright.
I got your pumpkin.
thanks.
You've sure been eating a lot.
Oh, I'm not eating them.
You're not?
Ta-da! Here you go. I made it all by myself.
What do you make?
Is this a cake?
Yep. Popola taught me how to bake one. I made it for you in secret.
Wow, Yona, this is, well, it's a surprise for sure.
Come on, try it, try it.
Yeah, this is so good.
Yay! You're always super busy, so I wanted to make you something to help keep up your strength.
That's really sweet of you, Yona. Thank you.
Sure. Actually, I made like 7 cakes, so there's tons of leftovers.
The life of an elder sibling continues to be a trying experience.
You're telling me.
What was a myth? Yeah, I think so. It has like what the manner, right? You mean a meal?
What's up, Popola?
What's going on, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Yes, Popola. I hope this finds you well. Mine is hoping brings your attention to a certain dream issue of concerns regarding recent events in the dream the village. I was hoping I might be able my events in dream the village. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice on the matter. Recently, we having dream support dream of certain Oh wait, so dream of evil, dream evil, empty, dream curse, dream evil, dream someone.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, alright. Thank you.
Alright, let's see, guys. 10 out of 10. I don't know if this was in the original game or not. I know Dark Gluttony was. I just need 2 more now and I'm good. Use coloring book. Here. Hurry up. And go to the Forest of Myth. So we can knock out 2 areas in 1 stream. Here. go, man. Ooh. Dirty bag. Like a dirty shopping bag or something? I don't know. What do you mean by a dirty bag? I mean like a million different things.
What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
This is really weird.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Hey, look. The text is on the screen now. Rose, voices, Rose, voice, Weiss's voice rose in quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
It's not quizzical.
What's going on?
Yeah, what is going on? Villager's body shuddered. They slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
And it stares at Inugami West.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
May explain. Past weeks, a mysterious disease called a death dream has spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their dreams. The village mayor has determined the death dream has spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. I stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching
Now
slightly.
see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed
Forward
into
into
your
your dream.
dream?
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside at Book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
Breaking the fourth wall here. The mayor twists his mouth in an embarrassed grimace and quickly changes the subject to moving on the scene and what they have discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Well, it's all black now. And it wrecked their brains, but it couldn't find a solution. It was just simply too many words to consider, too many random chatters, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
Mr. Distant Weiss chose his words carelessly, seemed sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Oh my god. I rated. Look skyward. Search for hands in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled into InugamiTheHound. Wait, he said. Wait, I said something? Wait, did someone say contagion? Yeah, I believe so. What of it? Well, that village told us to watch out for contagious words, right? It leads his effort to renew the interest, pushing the starter Weiss aside in process. But he must have said something, right? As the mayor's some specific combination of words. What was it? It was a dream or something that dreams, or what the hell was it? A sheep cries Weiss suddenly, looking at the first thing that popped in his head. The other stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking his head. After a few more minutes, the meaning on his face suddenly lit up. I remember those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. And that the mayor produced a thick sheet of paper from his pocket and flipped him through a few times before finally nodding cool at him. That sounds about right, he said. The sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also munched something about that. I bet it was the last thing I heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his one pencil stub tracing the lines across his lone piece of paper. For last month I've done nothing but study the disease we call Death Dream, he said. I mean, I am the mayor, after all. It's my job to protect people from whoever comes along, but I expect a couple outsiders entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, grace across his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will to take research using your dreams, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor hands tied around his pencil, stamping off the tip. I've tried to escape. For the very first moment I realized I was locked away inside my own dream. I've been looking a way out for it, but I don't know if it exists. I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit I'll know about. Pause for a moment, focusing eyes, staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, and it was filled with the most wonderful people who could ever hope to meet. But once the disease took hold, things changed. Like someone took a sponge and sucked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. I won't stop trying. What happens? Make us whole again. You're not in agreement. Huh? Wait a second, I didn't. No. Look, if we can any help, I said just ask. So hold on, I didn't say that. Didn't I just say that? Silence, card Weiss. We're going to look from. Man, stop yawning. From Inugami to the mayor and back in, his face filling with confidence. From those Weiss, always comment. Thank you very much. You see here, mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without you knowing of it, but yet you seem too surprised when we first arrived. Yes. Mayor slowly raised his head, realization down in his face. Oh my God, you're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination luminous engine. She said Weiss. Dreams are fuel. If you can imagine an exit, it must be there. With your permission, we shall search for it. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know if I can repay you. Amy is not required. We are eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again, almost forgot what it was like. Good luck, you two. All departing forms and young Weiss, ball count on you. Slowly faded into misty forest in a man. Look, I sense a deja vu. I saw a man once before, but where? Mood darkens as he cuts through the forest. Hours early, when the beauty of the place was still new, and comedy could get in by an exit and be home in time for dinner. But they went, the more forest closed in around them. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction. The moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. Only once he was been forced to steady himself on a rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left a small trail of blood on everything he touched. Different Weiss was spectacular poor traffic companion, unhindered by either training or physical effort, for most of his time, urging the guy to pick up the pace and grumbling about slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, and guy snapped. Okay, Weiss, calm for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. He leaned against a tree and tried to scratch the knots from his back. How could this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The motor would bubbled out of his mouth and cooked out incident sprung to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared at the volume that rattled his teeth, and he snapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? The music's so nice. I could see Weiss smells mean, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. Insects scream, the forest howl, and then just as it seemed to be near ready to. Just as in ears seemed to ready to tear from his head and go running to cover, the sound dismissed. Yes, instantly he moved a hand from his left ear to listen to creatures of the woods. Z. Duck. Key. Woo-ma. Seek. Things simply deemed to almost decimal and began to determine a pattern. The sound isn't random though. Not white nose, it's something else. Insects were just calling out. You're asking questions. One with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? On my pages, it is a riddle. I guess so. It feels so a little forced, but maybe if it's the key to get out of this place, then I'll leave you to answer it. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Is it a secret? Seesaw, how should I know? The answer is a secret. And what furious that it left him. Weiss left the task to him on his side and gave only answer that made sense. It is a secret, right? And the insect stopped selling as it began. The forest underground parted before Inugami like a ripping wave in a new path. Forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Please add passing the test. Inugami moved with one new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but even gave great cheer to his mind as long as their path, the journey had a purpose. Because the forest accepted us, huh? Said Inugami after a bit. Weiss spun around and faced his companion. Don't mistake this will of the forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the path turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Finally, Inugami picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens. The surprise was understandable. Each under rock that was struck water, a musical note rang out. The rock finally stopped moving, like the bottom of the spring. It ripples left behind and began to form a word. I entered through a window, but breaking up glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absolutely easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. He gritted his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all. This one's pretty easy. Came through the window by breaking up glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? A bird, a letter, sunlight. Sunlight! A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight flooded through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the tension of this place. Hey, look! Cried Inugami, awakening Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friends, extending a hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled along the trees. It's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? And I walked over and found on a door. After a minute, I saw a bang. The door cracked open, and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked his neck from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. But before he could go any further, the cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? I tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing, but still repeated the question. Right, we should engage in a conversation, said Weiss. It seems this answer is riddle. Yeah, I suppose. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but at the end of the night with 3. What am I? A man, a demon, an angel. A man, I know that one. The man dissolves from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. And with that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Inugami. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor, you know, not. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a vision of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What does that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. During the watch, the mist steeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Inugami and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, he found the man leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he swung to his feet and scrambled over to him. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Inugami and pumped it furiously, letting the dislodge from his socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if you were successful or not. Man smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I don't think I will see you guys again. The guy withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as I filled him with the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them lay down on the forest ground and fell asleep. He cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Inugami and the mayor really reclined on top of the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, Weiss? It is words that can control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the word tells us to sleep, then sleep we shall. Once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes going heavy and breathing slowly. This is the first time, the mayor began. It's the first time I felt tired since I was imprisoned here. This was a cut by a long yawn. We remember nothing more. The mayor have slept for an hour or for a year. When they awoke, things have slightly more quality to them. Mist felt thicker, leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. The guy shook his head, shook the mayor's shoulders gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor. And of course we did. Come back. He blinked once, then again, as is not quite believing sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. Death dream was spreading throughout the village, and I wanted to. Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess it wasn't the case. I was caught the disease and been trapped in my own dream, I said. Started to stand and collapsed back to the earth. He said his legs as he was trying to remember how they worked. And glanced at Inugami and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached and pulled the mayor up to his feet. Real life may take some time getting used to it, said the mayor with a wry smile across his lip. You shall relearn in shorter, I'm sure, said Weiss. But now you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor. Said on unsafe feet. No, I cannot. Some of the village are still trapped in death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly makes his way to the divine tree in the center of the village. and bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, explained when the prayer finished. It is a guardian of our village history and memories. Can I make our mission here harder, Mother Weiss? Could not put our faith in the gods. And May shook his head. Not gods, the words. Legends say our tree is home to a powerful magic known as the Seal Verse. Anyway, Weiss could not contain this surprise. It seemed gold had been found in almost unexpected places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is clearly a stroke of luck. The three of them said their goodbye. I mentioned the strange man who gave them the third riddle and mysterious word he left with them. I once saw a vision of you. That was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Austin thought. He stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said, this is going to sound odd, but I have a feeling I've seen you before too. And I tried to give a straight face and failed, but May didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't really mean anything. Ending, I'm giving the mayor a smile and nod, but anyway, he thought. The thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. What exactly is going on here? The riddle would prove the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Alright.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice. This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Entered the villager's dream?
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Alright.
Yeah.
I breathe the air scented with death. It was just the urge to laugh. For I know it will sound like words of a madman. How long I've been in this fresh hell. My book, my prison, tucked beneath the stairway in a long, unused catacombs of an infinite castle. Outside, I heard sounds of funeral dirge at place without, and light has no place here. Wind is forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes. Suddenly slips by a single tick of a clock. Someone knocks me out of my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice. My savior. I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my rugged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my adult little mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all gods, help me. Impossible. I heard the sound. Locking began. The lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy floating book before the light pours over my eyes. Accustomed to blackness, explode with pain. I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I asked, shaking hands, covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss. This is Inugami. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken you from this nightmare together. The one known as Inugami extends his hand and pulls at me from my cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust. Dang it, man! I'm sneezing. A little annoying right now. As it extends his hand and pulls me from the cell, through my eyes I slowly adjust to freedom. My ears are keen as ever. They recognize this staccato sound of heavy rain. Never heard that. Never thought I'd hear that again. But would this be not such a terrible storm? Look at your face. Look at your feet. Force open my eyes and see water pulling around my ankles, lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes. More to come would be delayed. If we do not make good escape, we shall be drowned in this castle. You know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, a long time, that long forgotten friend made itself well known. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuer, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are maze twisted upon themselves like endless entrails of a giant. I squint down dim corridors and proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting on top of concrete velvet, all covered in thick layers of dust and catacombs, cobwebs. Searching for a door in the next room, I come upon shameless gray matter. It has been stubbed against the side of the wall. Despite my fever, I see an outline of a door just beyond. I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass. It turns to dust and drifts away in the wind. Realization slowly dawns. I fall to my knee and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred, crumbling corpses. I look from bed back again until the horrors dawn fully upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into the tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. My sanity will not permit me to proposition further. I made a sound, but a scream or laughter I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me a merciful blackness. A merciful blackness. I find myself opening the door and leaving them most terrible rooms. I sprint down the corridor and proceed east or the south. Look down the west, south, north. East. Water has risen to my chin and now laps quickly at my mouth and nose. You dumb pest. Inugami. So he decided to say more, but the rest of his clothes cut off, split by rising water. One more parts, wet and tattered, floats on the water surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Oh wow, I died.
This person
It would have
can't say it.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta skip all this. Let's see, I found myself in a great hall with a sound of rain comfort, a waterlogged red carpet squish underneath the feet as I approached the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining upon which best china and silver, the finest construction, as well as range of fantastic feasts. My eyes continue to adjust, and I see chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair, the table's head, but as the truth drawn to me, growing horror. Close to the feast, the corpse. All the invited guests. That's all the invited guests. An army of foul, wiggling insects that made home in the remains. Is all in that moment I saw. One splendid feast was nothing more than a requiem for the damned. Take a moment to steady my shaky hands and slowly back away from the town. Table, desperate to lose sight of the ambitions before me. My gaze lands on a chair upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake. But the chair proves to be more table than the feast itself. Each one was covered in layers of spikes that run from the seat up to the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet, telling prey that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. If not, it is a simple task in division the agonized scream that must have sprung up forth from their mouths. My mind's grasped frankly at the possibility that the souls have committed some terrible crime for which they were punished. Though in truth, I suspect it has committed no crime at all. There were no tomorrow for those unfortunate. This was their last supper. Let's committed down the dim corridor and proceed north. Against all hopes, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, and I give myself the effort. In tandem with Inugami and Grimmore Price, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, gives away. Find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. Storm is in its retreat. Clouds above the sky, dark and pouring, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears of joy run down my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Laying down, I suddenly noticed my dress is in tatters. As she really tried to cover my exposed skin. Your dress, asked for him. Then you are a woman, madame? I am. Offer to a smile. I suppose that comes something as far as seeing as I have. I only exist in the form of words. Only form exists in the form of words. Words! I can see that one known as you guys pointed at. The torn desk will be given no further description. He hides it well. And now, and shrug, the three of us are set forth for awakening. An awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing countless damned souls inside with the final shroud. After that moment, the castle windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the halls and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, the uncomfortable black smoke slowly flickers to life, crossing to and fro in front of broken windows. Castle's dead has awakened to new life as shades.
You have anything to say about?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next.
I hear that.
And another victim.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
A calling and massive sculpture were visible in distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Blind and Inugami had never seen such sights, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away.
Hmm?
What do you think, Vice?
The Vice said in answer. The sun beat down on them with renewed
Is
ferocity.
there some manner of mirage?
Under the heat, the mirage or two would hardly be expected sight. Inugami nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought, it had been so thirsty. The ancient road which when walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, tiny wisps of grass pulling through the rocky surface, denying those who laid the material down over their home. He is reflected upon the road and made Inugami lightheaded. His feet are hurting, stretched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The campaign has already begun, Weiss told him, not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said? No, no joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is something just a manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it as a way it might be easier for you to bear. Inugami glanced at Grimoire's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. Time passed. Inugami's feet grew more painful. Felt drier, he thought, than thought possible. He tried to look no further than the next step ahead because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Weiss, in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. And I'm thirsty. Encouraging Glaze lifted his gaze at Glaze. Suddenly, when he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide and his fingers pointing in the distance. Water, he cried. It's water. Water, he said. Pasta, I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun's reflected off of it. Without waiting for a response, Inugami sprang to life and bounded towards the site. What in the... There's no water. There's nothing but sand in every direction. And closed his eyes and sighed as Weiss floated up behind him, chuckling softly. I believe that was known as mirage. Many desert travelers have spoken of such things. I shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly, he pointed off at a distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there. He stood off again, leaving Weiss with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Inugami came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right here. Confused, he put his hand to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, you noticed a blue swimming pool, clear waters just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded to search for it. The chase continued nearly for an hour until exacerbated Weiss finally floated up to Inugami and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. Inugami's face clouded. There isn't. There is not. Perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Weiss paused for a moment and then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived at the city of art. Inugami looked up and stretched out before him the road, impossibly tall skyscrapers. Sculptures. The journey was at the end. They're huge, cried Inugami. I believe regarding the heat pain of the past few hours, I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture will form roughly the same shape. A tall rectangle that stretched upwards to the sky, but this is where the ceiling ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on top, while others posed a triangle cap. What kind of city is this? What are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps this land is intended exclusively for artistic use? The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Giant iron crates with wheels that sat silent on steel rails, beautifully curved works of light amber and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, he found a vague array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but others were composed of materials they never seen before, never encountered. Sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Anyone would find the theme or purpose of abstract works around them, and Inugami Weiss eventually fell silent. On the outskirts, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Inugami uttered a sigh relief as he approached them. Finally, getting tired of modern art, Three statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into the right arms. One reads Alpha, one reads Beta, the final one reads Gamma. We moved to touch the nearest statue. A bird flew on top of one sculpture, although aligning on this statue's shoulder emitted a beautiful song that took form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false one only speaks lies. With that, the bird departed. As I cued, the three statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, Inugami said. They're alive. The triples bowed lower before Inugami. Please, said Alpha. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Inugami and threw his hands in the air. Alpha, it's a fake. You know I am the real one. Well, a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one around here. A respectful please. Given the three statues remained their frozen states, as once the silence. The three statues returned to their frozen state as silence once envelops the city. What we consider of all statements, one of them to be the real thing, said Vice. The United Flowers is burned and considered his answers. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form always speaks the truth, the false one only speaks lies. The real one is Beta. Though Inugami's voice betrayed the noticeable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Weiss nodding at him. Child was telling the truth. Again, Weiss, in the right tone, Beta and Gamma would be fakes, but in that case, Gamma's claim to be Beta's fake would be true, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, the theory crumbles. Unless we presume Gamma spoke the truth and makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us two sections telling the truth. Finally, let's assume Beta is telling the truth, so Alpha and Gamma lies would make sense, therefore Beta must be real. As Weiss finished the explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled slowly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, village, said Joe voice. The time to work it has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as close as he could before an uncomfortable Inugami pulled him up to his feet. Why did you dream like this? Asked Weiss. Have you been to the city before? The village slowly looked around bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape and shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have been to a place like this, but at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu, muttered Inugami, just like the mayor. The village sensed an uneasy destructive, but Inugami during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct.
That's right, just 3 people in this village.
I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Yep.
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
This was once many famous poet, a land as far east now. But either ability as withered through such no one could longer grab a single stanza or verse. Poor poet spent every moment racked with sorrow for what had been lost. But one day a monk appeared by his side, gently placed the blade in his hand and appeared following words. Alright, the Forest of Myth.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Real.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Whew. Made it. Sorry about that, little boar. Alright, a back tree, huh? The Forest of Myth tree or something else?
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yep.
Yeah, it was something alright.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal?
No.
The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried, so maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map.
Alright.
He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Oh, do they say anything different now, or is it still the same thing?
These books speak of ancient.
No, nothing changed.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Alright, that's where I'm gonna end it. I want to thank everyone here for watching me and supporting me. Like I said, I can't play for too long because I can't use up too much of the internet. I've been streaming a lot, but I don't want people yelling at me. All right, that's that was NieR Replicant version 1.2224744871139, etc., etc., etc. Other than that, tomorrow we'll be getting back into Dynasty Wars Origins. As long as the power doesn't go out, fine. Want to survive the. Oh shit. Oh well, whatever. Oh, I'll fix that later. See you later, guys, and goodbye.